am Marie-Andrée Lemaire. I am the writer-director of The Deep End.
And I am Jose Armengol, and I am the cinematographer of this short film.
We are really excited to tell you about our upcoming project. It is an emotional and poetic story about childhood resilience, the power of imagination, and the bond between a mother and a daughter. When I first saw Adeline Carey-Cruz dance, I was blown away by her energy and intensity. Adeline is a phenomenal young crump dancer who's already performed at the Olympics opening ceremony in Paris and toured internationally.
Hi, my name is Adeline and I'm going to be playing the role for Addie in The Deep End.
Over the past few years, I've explored themes of childhood and complex relationships in my films. I've always been drawn to stories told through the eyes of a child. In Be My Baby, it was the first time I collaborated with Jose.
Yes, and we even shot some sequences in Super 8 to capture the playfulness and nostalgia of our childhood and project those onto the screen.
The Deep End is a story told from a child's point of view. So it follows a young girl, Addie, who lives alone with her mother, and during a heatwave, Addie can convince her mom, who suffers depression, to take her to the pool. When she gets trapped between the balcony railings, her imagination ignites. In that dreamlike space, she sets off on a journey toward the pool, gaining strength, confidence, and ultimately reconnecting with her mom. It really is a film that lives in its atmosphere. You know, we want the audience to feel the heat, the stillness, and the emotional weight.
We visually want to make a contrast between the real world of Addie and her imagination. And by using 16mm film stock, we're hoping to constrain the realities of her real life in a 4:3 aspect ratio with a push process to desaturate the colors and make a nostalgic feel of the everyday life in your childhood. And 2 is to use the anamorphic lenses to expand its color palette on the exteriors and to capture the dreamscape of Montreal.
Hi, I'm Meg Alice. I am the producer of The Deep End. The Deep End is a love letter to the traditional ways of filmmaking. It was crafted with artistry by talented collaborators and truly driven by storytelling. We're launching this campaign to help us bring this story to life. Your support will go directly towards the purchase and development of film stock, of crew wages, of location fees, of food on set, transport, post-production costs, everything that it takes to bring a film together. Shooting on film is an investment in the visual language of the story. It takes time, it takes money, and it takes great care and talent, but it is worth every frame.
Et comme je suis francophone, c'était vraiment important pour moi de faire un film bilingue. Le français et l'anglais cohabitent naturellement dans cette histoire qui se passe à Montréal.
Any amount that you can give to our campaign will make a huge difference. If you cannot support us financially, we ask that you share the campaign and spread the word and really help us bring The Deep End to life.
We are really excited to make this film with your help. Merci énormément.
Thank you so much for your support. This film is going to be amazing.